Beloved Masters, after you came into your individualized consciousness, realizing that you were a divine spark of the Supreme Creator, the All That Is, you were programmed with the knowledge that you were predestined to journey forth into the great unmanifest void as an emissary of light. Your divine mission was encoded deep within your immortal soul self, as well as within your sacred heart seed atom. You, along with all the other awakened sparks of self-awareness, were destined to experience all the wondrous diversity of creation for the Creator, our Father or Mother God, and all the great beings of light, whose predetermined mission mandated that they would remain in the higher, rarefied realms of light. We tell you this because we wish to impress upon you how ancient and complex you are. You came into this lifetime with a wealth of knowledge and a rich, composite lineage encoded within your DNA, your cellular structure, your mental and emotional bodies, as well as an extensive chakra system of virtues, qualities, and talents. You may have wondered why the members of some families can be so different physically, mentally, and emotionally when, from an earthly point of view, they came from the same parents and lineage. The lineage of your physical family in this lifetime is only a minuscule portion of your vast history and priceless heritage of who you truly are. You have separated your consciousness or fragmented yourself millions of times in order to experience the great diversity of creation, and you have also reunited with many of the multiple facets of yourself more times than you can count. Each time you did so, you added more complex information and unique experiences to your memory bank. The farther you moved away from the perfection of the Supreme Creator, and the deeper you moved into multidimensionality, the denser and less perfect your creations became, for you had less pure light substance to work with. Therefore, there is no blame and there should be no feelings of guilt and failure, for each lifetime was designed as a carefully planned learning experience. However, this round of cosmic creative expansion is now coming to a close. It is now time for you to reclaim your self-mastery and the ability to create things of beauty and harmony in accordance with the original, higher-level divine plan. Now that you are aware that you have the power to tap into an unlimited supply of pure cosmic life substance, the love or light of all creation, what are you waiting for? The rejection of your divine birthright is a travesty, and your higher self will not relent in its nudgings to help you awaken and reclaim your royal heritage. You, the star seed souls, who are leading the way in the ascension process, have reached the furthermost point in your journey of separation, and once more you are deeply immersed in the process of reunion with an integration of the many facets of your divine self which are scattered throughout this sub-universe. When you begin to comprehend the true process of creation, your reality immediately expands into a broader perspective. As a master becoming, you will learn to become non-judgmental as you endeavor to develop silent detachment. Over time, you will develop a feeling of being disconnected from everyday drama and events. A master speaks less, listens more carefully, and maintains a detached attitude from what is occurring around him or her. You are to seek the serenity within the Sacred Heart. Therein resides your center of power and divine will. No matter what station, circumstances, or level of awareness you incarnated within this lifetime, deep within your soul self there has always been a burning desire to integrate the many facets of your beingness, even those facets that resonate to lower frequencies than those you carry in your current earthly vessel and within your auric field. These are the addictions, false truths, and concepts that you have accepted as your own, along with various deep-seated feelings of dislike, vengeance, or judgment that you have created in your many earthly experiences. However, they must first be healed and harmonized so that they can be filled with light. In this way, you will not have to experience the discomfort, the challenges or the karmic interactions of these past third or fourth dimensional experiences, for that is the old way. As you allow your divine self to overlight and guide you, more and more inspired thought will come to you. There are many ways to allow spirit to manifest through you, just let it happen naturally, dear ones. What makes your heart smile and your soul sing? What brings you a deep sense of inner satisfaction? How do you wish to serve? There are many ways, and you have many talents, more than you will acknowledge. However, the choice is always yours as to whether or not you wish to develop and make use of the latent gifts with which you have been endowed. It is imperative that there be masters of light or warriors of spirit ready to step into leadership roles, those who are willing to boldly lead the way into the new realms of existence that have been prepared for ascending humanity. Are you willing to step to the fore? Are you among those who are ready and willing to guide and direct, to steadfastly hold the focus of the new vision, the new divine blueprint for heaven and earth, and then to see that it is manifested for the highest good of all? Remember, my brave ones, you must draw your cloak of invincibility around you, you must strengthen your resolve and raise your consciousness above the barbs, seeds of doubt and criticism that will be projected toward you. The masses are still bound by the repressive world of duality and the physical form. As their souls begin to stir and nudge them to awaken, the chasm between the third, fourth, and fifth dimensional awareness will widen. As a result, the energies of resistance, resentment, and rebellion will be spewed forth by those still firmly in the grip of lower frequencies of negativity, limitation, and a sense of helplessness. They will experience great fear of the changes taking place. They will resent being pushed out of their comfort zone, even if it is a reality of restriction and suffering. They will attempt to discredit and malign you, but you must not waver. You must stand firm in your integrity, not judging, but radiating loving energy toward all, and taking the stance of a master by blessing them, and then moving on to more fertile fields. Be aware that changes are occurring at the deepest cellular level in every species on the earth plane. No one or no thing is immune to the higher frequencies of creator light that are bombarding and penetrating into the deepest core of every person, the earth, and all creation. While in a human form, you do not leave the first four dimensions, mineral, vegetable, animal and human planes of consciousness. You must balance and harmonize them back into the designated frequencies of harmony and balance in order to tap into the higher planes of light. The universal laws of manifestation will only allow you to integrate the energetic vibrations of higher dimensions as each lower subdimension is returned to the appropriate, harmonious, frequency patterns. Learning to live consciously will require much discipline in the beginning phase, however. As time passes, you will find that your mindset has expanded into a more in-depth awareness of what is going on around you and within as well. Leaving the old world behind can be bittersweet. Remember, you are not coming to a dead end, you are stepping through a portal into a new beginning. You must decide what you wish to take with you into your new world, and you must discern lovingly, but firmly, what you must leave behind. As you expand your consciousness and tap into the wisdom of your sacred mind, where the higher frequencies of God consciousness are stored, your reality will change very quickly. The vital concepts of the ascension process are what we have been explaining to you over these many past years as we gradually conveyed to you the various teachings and techniques of self-mastery. As many of you who have faithfully followed our teachings are aware, each dimensional environment resonates to a specific range of frequency patterns, with each higher dimension vibrating within a more refined octave range. As you made your journey into the void of outer space and into the lower dimensions, to some degree, each level resulted in a separation of consciousness from your higher self. In other words, within your mental body, the frequency patterns for each level of consciousness, or dimension, were stored in what we have termed light packets of wisdom. These were encased in membranes of light or a veil which restricted access to the various higher dimensional awareness levels until you were, once again, resonating to that level of consciousness. It is time for the veils of unconsciousness to be lifted, beloveds, so that you can remember the vastness of who you are, the grand experiences you have had, and the bright future that is before you. Consciousness or creation or manifestation in the higher realms are fluid and malleable, and are redefined and reconstructed at each higher dimensional level in order to be compatible with the vibrational patterns of that reality. This is the process that is taking place on Earth, and within and around each human being on the earthly plane at this time. The more rigid, fearful, and resistant to change a person is, the more difficult the transition process will be for him or her. Beloveds, you must be willing to let go of those things in your life, which include relationships as well as material things that are no longer compatible with your new state of being. You will find, as you move swiftly forward and upward on the path of ascension, that whatever you are leaving behind will be replaced with people and things of a more refined level, which will be much more meaningful and important in your future existence. It is important that you have a good understanding of these advanced concepts, what they mean and how they affect all creation in this sub-universal experience. It behooves you to seek out and study this information until it is firmly imprinted upon your mind. As you return to self-mastery and, once more, fully assume your role as co-creators of a new galactic experience, it is vital that you have a comprehensive understanding of the universal laws and how to effectively use your allotment of adamantine particles of creator light. As you release the imbalanced, restrictive life patterns, thoughts, and actions of the lower densities, your journey into the higher realms of light will automatically accelerate. You can monitor and determine what kind of thought forms you are radiating forth from you by the people you draw into your awareness. Are you experiencing a lot of negative feedback or interaction with those around you? Are you still allowing people to take advantage of you in order to feel worthy? When you share your gifts of abundance and awareness with others, how often do you feel harmonious and loving afterward? How often do you feel resentful or exploited? We have stressed many times before, it would be better to not do something for another person than to do it for the wrong reason. Remember, it is the vibrational patterns that you are projecting that determine the rightness of an action, not the action itself. In the process of returning to balance and harmony, there must be a balance in everything. There is an energy exchange in every thought you have and everything you do. If you constantly give to another person without receiving some kind of positive energy exchange in return, an imbalance develops which soon manifests as resentment or guilt, and often a sense of superiority or inferiority. It becomes impossible to radiate unconditional love to another person under such conditions. You must learn to enter the silence of self in order to connect with spirit. Your higher self and God self are waiting for you to tap into the magical light stream of divine consciousness. We sense the yearnings of so many millions of dear souls who wish to communicate with their higher self and with us. We tell you it is not nearly as difficult as most of you believe. All you have to do is state your intention and then practice going into the silence and stillness within so we can clear the pathways and strengthen the connection that is already there, a connection which has atrophied from misuse or non-use. We often give you new information that must be accepted or rejected via your gift of discernment. If it is to be accepted as your truth, it must be fully understood and assimilated in order to become a part of your philosophy of life, and then it must be put into practice. It is also important that we convey to you the practical applications of our wisdom teachings so that you will have a good understanding of the cause and effect situations that can arise as you strive to integrate each new level of awareness. Never forget, the mind can be a competent servant, but without its connection to the Sacred Heart, it can be a controlling and destructive master. That is why it is imperative that you gain access to, activate and empower both the Sacred Heart and the Sacred Mind. We have taught you how to pray without words by radiating unconditional love to humanity, the world, and all creation, and when you add to that thoughts of gratitude and appreciation for all the blessings that have been bestowed upon you, you are praying in the most effective way possible. As your Sacred Heart comes to life again, it will become more sensitized to the adamantine particles flowing into and from your solar power center. You cannot know or feel our Father or Mother God or the Creator through an idea or a nebulous thought or theory. It isn't enough to just know or think about God, you must feel the essence, the overwhelming love of the Creator within your Sacred Heart center. Then there is no doubt within your mind that you have reconnected with your God Self and the oneness of all creation. These are times of great change, beloveds, and you are in the midst of an accelerated process of joining with and integrating the many facets of your divine self. Know that the challenges, tests and opportunities before you will bring rewards beyond anything you can imagine, and so do not be afraid to step out of your comfort zone as you reach for the stars. Accept your cloak of radiant light, for you have earned it. Follow your own path and do not fear being different from those around you. Call on us and we will guide and assist you in every way possible. Be bold and steadfast, my brave warriors of peace. Know that I am with you always and you are loved profoundly. I am Archangel Michael.